This is a PowerPoint presentation based on a logistics class, and it's going to be covering the process of receiving goods, narrated and created by Ioana Pagaja. Brooks Shoes. This product is one that I have chosen to follow through the receiving process. Brooks is one of the best shoes I have ever worn. With many foot surgeries under my belt, nothing is really comfortable on my feet until I tried Brooks. They are lightweight, supportive, comfortable in all the right ways. They offer 100% satisfaction guaranteed, or you can return them and get your money back with no questions asked. The receiving process starts with planning and scheduling, coordinating with suppliers, and pre-arrival planning by preparing the receiving area where product will be incoming, making sure there is enough space for the shipment, also making sure that the advance shipping notice is received and matches the delivery schedule. The yard management software has many features to it. It initially helps plan and schedule arrival and departure of vehicles, ensuring efficient use of dock space and minimizing congestion in the shipyard. Also, using vehicle guidance through the yard management software, it guides vehicles to specific dock locations. And I've put this is just one of many things that it does. I was trying to enlarge it, but it'll tell you the exact arrival of when a trailer comes into the shipyard. It'll tell you how long it's been sitting there, whether it's inbound or outbound going. It'll tell you who the customer is. It will even tell you, it'll give you the details about the trailer number, the ID type, the trailer size, and then also a status, whether it's empty, whether it's being loaded, whether it's full. There's all kinds of features this particular screen alone can do. And there's much more than this what yard management software can do. Yard management software and warehouse management systems are often used and implemented together, integrated to track the movement of goods from the yard into the warehouse with real-time visibility, which allows inventory tracking. And this post is showing this is part of the yard management software. This is another feature of it. Here you see the building from above, and this would be your shipyard out here, showing a semi coming into the shipyard and your building, and this is all your dock doors. So it's actually a great feature to have for warehouses, especially the larger they are. This is a must-have. Now, a smaller one, building, I used to work for Coca-Cola. They did not have this. When I worked there, I was talking to them about stuff like this because for me I oversaw the dock, was being the dock coordinator for a while, and I had to either jump on his cell phone and constantly call the yard jockey out in the yard. There's only one guy. Or I had to flag him down in the parking lot, and we'd have to converse and have conversations of where he was moving a trailer to what dock door, when one was coming, when one was leaving. So it was a pretty vigorous thing that I had to do to get those dock doors open and closed. It was not a system like this. it's a shame that certain companies just don't do stuff like this. But anyways, you can see right here, dock door 61, 62, 63 are empty. And then dock door 64 through 69, they have trailers in them. And it goes that way all around the building. And again, this screen too offers multiple things that it is able to do. So these are great softwares that companies are using to help get their daily tasks done. Once the trailers are docked, the shipment is verified against the purchase order. Then an inspection of the goods is done to see if any damages or discrepancies are in the shipment. As you can see on this slide, warehouse management systems is quite extensive to all it's able to do. Everything from dispatching to packing and preparing goods to storage replenishments and receiving. This is just to name a few things that warehouse management systems is able to do. Once the product is received, it is documented into the warehouse management system inventory with details about the shipment, verification of results of delivery, and if any issues were encountered. Once this has been completed, then unloading and staging takes place. In this slide, this is simply a visual of warehouse management systems software being utilized by an associate. These programs are extensive and elaborate, and they are able to be downloaded and used on computers, tablets, various other forms of equipment, enabling the worker to have real-time information readily at their fingertips about basically anything they want to know going on in their organization, their warehouse. They can see it in real time, and it makes communication a lot more efficient, makes the workload a lot more efficient. Everybody around the warehouse is busy doing their thing, but yet they're still able to communicate in real time because they all have their hands on a computer or a tablet or their cell phone or something, able to see all these systems moving in real time. It's a pretty nifty thing to actually see happening and functioning on a daily basis. Here on this slide, we are seeing this is the unload and stage process. The product is being unloaded in this picture here, and then it's being staged or moved to a designated storage area. To where then later it's going to be moved or put away onto racks or storage bins, such as this right here. And but before they're actually put onto these racks and bins, it is moved from the designated storage area, usually on pallets, down into, it's going to be into a pick area where pickers can pick the product later. But before it goes on these racks, each and every shoebox product is going to be scanned, and there's certain numbers for incoming freight, which you input into the scanner, and then you're scanning the location of the shelving unit, and then you're scanning the product, and then you're scanning it back to that particular shelf that you put it on, and therefore that's what assigns it into the warehouse management system is able then to track it later to be for easy retrieval later on. The final stage in the receiving process is ensuring that the warehouse management system is updated to reflect the new stock, ensuring accurate inventory levels in the warehouse. So here we saw that, the inventory was low, shelves were getting empty with the new shipment that come in. Inventory, it was all scanned in the previous time, put away onto then the bins, and therefore we come back to make sure that it all has been uploaded properly, that it is reading. Sometimes employees get the wrong numbers. And even though the scanner will scan and they're scanning the shelving and they're scanning the product, scanning it back to its location, sometimes it's not registering, or it's recording it to the wrong area or wrong department, or the process was just totally wrong. And if somebody isn't really watching that, it can move up, it can mess up inventory. So it's very critical that these processes are followed in the order in which they're meant, that people are trained properly, that there's continuous training and overseeing to make sure that the employees are using the correct numbers. And a lot of times it's not necessarily the associate's fault. Sometimes the company had went through and updated in their software, which maybe changed a few numbers, and it gets moved along associate for a while, and then they just stop telling the rest of the associates, hey, we have a new number we need to input for scanning for inventory. It gets lost in communication. So communication is a huge thing. Without proper communication and communication all day long, a lot of things can get missed. But to help offset that, these software systems, such as your yard management softwares, your warehouse management systems, and transportation management systems, all these things are just features that when they come together, it just makes warehousing so much easier to get the product in and out and move along. Between the yard management software and the warehouse management systems and the transportation management systems, altogether, these things ensure a seamless, easy process of receiving and stowing goods, along with the ease of movement throughout the shipyard. With all these systems, or rather, when all these systems are working and communicating, it's like a well-oiled machine at the end of the day. Everything is flowing, and flow is important in warehousing, like teamwork. It all comes together. It just moves right along smoothly. No issues. It's just right on time. What I have learned from this experience this week is that in this week's learning project module is that with a little dedicated time and attention, adding some creativity along the way with perseverance, creating a video and creating a link on YouTube isn't as hard as what I once thought it was. In all actuality, these various projects and activities that we have to do for class. These activities help to reinstill the processes and information we learn throughout the week. Not only that, if one is going into logistics, warehousing, transportation, these things are critical components to know how to utilize and use, because I'm sure it's something that would be used on a regular basis in the line of work one would be going into